Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming over to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I very much appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over. As you see the thumbnail, we're going to continue with part two of what we were talking about this afternoon. We were talking about, we were just kind of doing like a rewind or recap. What was the downfall of Letitia and Melody's relationship? Now, we all know that the show is over with, so that's fine. But I was trying to see if you guys knew what started the beef with Melody and Letitia. And I know, some different people had different reasons why they started beefing, and I was trying to see if they were really friends. Were they just associates or, acquaintances? And so we were trying to get to that. And I know a lot of people had a lot of different answers for where it started from. So we're going to get into that. And then also we're going to be talking about the young lady who has disappeared from Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. She went there on spring break with some friends. The friends came back, but she didn't come back. We're going to get into that as well. Let me see what else I want to talk about. I do want to. Oh, and then I have Kimmy in there as well. I do want to talk about Kaiwa and Kimmy and Maurice for just a minute here as well. And also, when did Kimmy, because we know in the beginning, Kimmy had a backbone, but somewhere down the line, Kimmy lost her backbone. Kimmy, she used to stand up to Wanda. She used to stand up to everybody. But then it's like she lost it. It was just like she was just falling in line with the Scott. So we were just trying to determine that and determine when did her and Melody relationship end as well. So, we were trying to figure out, were they ever really friends, or were they just associates, or was it that they were just Martel's friends, and they were just acquaintances with Melody because of their husbands. Because there's a lot of situation where you're not friends with a woman, but because your husband is friends with her husband, then it kind of pushes y'all to be acquaintances or be cordial when you see each other. So we had that, scenario as well. So we want to talk about that as well. And then also, did you guys hear about the plane crash in Philadelphia yesterday? I think it was 6 to 7 people on the flight. But they survived. They got hurt a little bit, but they survived. So I want to talk about that as well. And then also we're going to talk a little bit about Beyond the Gates. Now, I was watching a little bit of it, guys, and I kind of fell asleep because I had been out all day with my mom. I had to take her somewhere. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about it full circle on tomorrow, along with the Tuesday episode as well. All right, but let's see here. Let's see who we have in the chat. It looks like we have about 25 people. All right. And thank you so much, Linda Gamble, for coming over and getting my channel together. Thank you very much. Hello, Sandra, my member, and also one of the tea sippers. Hello, Muted Expressions. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh, my goodness. I just skipped over a whole thing here. I do apologize. Hello, Committed to the Journey. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Pisces Life. Hello, Sanya. see who else we have in here. Hello, Lorcy. Hello, hello, my member, and also one of the tea sippers. Hello, Overcomer. I am 6. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So let me get some housekeeping out the way here. Everything I say on my channel is alleged, and it's in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. Anything I say on my channel is alleged, and it's for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged. So let me get my banner up here. And then I might be showing some clips. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. There is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use, fair use. I do not own the rights to any of the clips. I do not own the rights to any of the clips. So we got that housekeeping out the way there. And then also you do know we have to wait for the 10-minute mark so they can set up the ads in the video. How is everyone doing tonight? And if you're in the bushes, if you can just jump on down from the bushes and give me a thumbs up, I would very much appreciate it. Hello, Sharon. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Wait a minute. All right. Hello, Lori Bell. Welcome, welcome. Hello, K Cloud 43. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone had a terrific day. You guys know I'm in Wisconsin. The weather was really, pleasant today. We were in I think it was about 67 today. If you guys want to let me know what your weather was where you were. So we're getting ready to get back into this good weather. All right, guys, we're almost there. All right, we're at the 10-minute mark. And again, welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I very much appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over. And also, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for dropping by. And if you like the content you see, we would love to have you as one of our subs, as well as one of our tea droppers. Also, follow me on my other platforms, which are Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Drop the Tea. Also, if you're looking for any type of training for YouTube, it does not have to be in this sector. You can contact the Silver Talk Show at gmail.com. That information is in my description box. Also, think about becoming a member. There's a lot of perks with becoming a member. If we do meet and greets, you guys will be the first to know for my tea sippers. Also, when we go on trips, my tea sippers will be the first one to know all of the information. Also, we're going to be doing some other stuff for our members as well. I know we have one contest going on so far, and my members only. So think about becoming a members only. All right. And also, if you want to support the channel, that's totally up to you. You can do it by Cash App that's scrolling across the screen, or you can do Super Chat, Super Stickers if you would like to support the channel. But that's up to you. But thank you all so much for coming over to my channel. So we're going to get started. So we were talking about what was the reason for the downfall between Melody, SHARI, and Tisha Scott. I know we had some people said that it started because Melody had to put them out the condo or the townhouse because they were getting ready to go through a divorce, and they had to split up the assets. So they had to move out. Somebody said it was because of that, and like I said, I never even knew that Melody had to end up putting them out of the condo or the townhouse. I just thought maybe they just had found them a house and, went on and moved. I did not know Melody had to take the car back that she had let them use as well. So, like I said, it's always something that you might miss with Love and Marriage Huntsville, or something that was going on in the YouTube street and that you just missed it. So that was one of them. And then also we were talking about the BMW. And then my thought was, I thought it was at the Madani event when Melody had put Letitia out the Madani, excuse me, out the Madani event, the Embrace event. Um, so I thought something happened there. But as I think about it now, something had to happen before the Embrace event for her not to get an invite. Then we know that Marcel had went and got a restraining order on Martel. And I know some people put in the chat, Martel and Marcel got into it because Marcel was talking about him cheating, and then about the 20 women. So that's, some people said that's what the stream is for. And like I said, we're just trying to do a recap and just see where the show went wrong at. If certain people would have been taken off the show, do you think the show could have been saved? One of my things that I thought about a lot is that the biggest downfall for that show for me was not taking Martel off when he started, following Melody. And like I said, everything I say on this channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I think if he would have nipped the troublemaker, the person that was, starting chaos with everybody basically on the show, I think the show would have been much better and it could have really survived. Not to say it's not going to survive, but for right now, we don't have like a renewal date. Some people say they are filming. Some people say, you can film and still the show still not be picked up. So I was just trying to get a understanding of where the disconnect between Tisha and Kimmy, when did it happen? Because at first, they were saying they were friends, and Melanie and Letitia they said they were really good friends. But what I gathered was this: I was just calling them associate, but I think at first Melanie really looked at Letitia like a friend. And I think that kind of hurt Melanie and disappointed her by, her and Tisha getting into it, and they were never able to kind of get that friendship back they had. And I don't think they will ever get it back anymore because so many things have been done and said, and also with her mom, Miss Wanda. I agree with that their friendship can't be repaired. And that's okay. Some people are not meant to be friends. Like I say, people come into your life sometime for a reason, a season, or a blessing, or a lesson. So I think Letitia was Melanie's lesson. And there was a reason. And she was in the relationship with Melanie for a season. That's my, take on that right there. But we just gotta, sometimes we try to keep our enemies closer because we got to see what they, trying to be up to. So, that was just kind of a thing I wanted to know. Or I thought maybe I had got it wrong, but it could have been a plethora of different reasons. Now that I look at it, how Letitia is now, it could have been a plethora of reasons. So you guys, let me know what you think in the chat. For those who weren't in the chat earlier, what was the reason that Letitia and Melanie's, I want to say, friendship went downhill or failed, or her acquaintance, which is Tisha Scott? What happened to the reason why they friendship failed or they couldn't be any friends any longer? And then also I wanted to talk about Maurice and Kyla. But I'm just trying to get a good understanding of that as well. Allegedly, and this is, like I said, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. You guys think that A, Kimmy knew Kaiwa and still pursued Maurice? Or B, you don't think that she did know her just from her coming to getting the toys from the party, which is one of those pure romance parties. So did it stem from that, where Kaiwa just didn't care for Kimmy? Or is it because that Kaiwa wanted to fix her and Maurice relationship, and what is her name? Kimmy stepped in? Because if now I did hear this, when Maurice and Kimmy got together, they were separated, but they were not married. And then eventually, in the 7 years, they end up getting married. But at first, they were staying together and everything, and Maurice and Kimmy was not married. I don't think Maurice wanted to get married, but I think in order for him to be on that show at the particular time, he had to have some type of companionship, a wife or whatever, what have you. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do we really know the reason why Tisha and Melody stopped being friends? Do we really know the reason why her and Kimmy stopped being friends? Let me know in the chat, guys. So those are some things that I was trying to figure out. For you guys who were not in my live earlier, we were just talking about that. I know Love and Marriage Huntsville triggers some people, but some people still like to reminisce about it, and I'm one of them because I really like the show. I wish it could have made it, but I know things happen, so we can't do anything about it. Linda said, let's see here. Tisha knew about Martel cheating with coleslaw. Now, if y'all remember, a lot of people, well, Tisha says that she didn't know. She did not know anything about coleslaw until years later. I don't believe that. Marceau looks like a person that pillow talks, and I think he was pillow talking with Tisha and told Tisha that to make Melanie look bad. That's just my thought and my opinion. It could be wrong, but we all know that Marceau, from time to time, acts like a little woman. They be gossiping and things like that. So I think he might have told Tisha at one point in time, not thinking that Tisha, would go back and say stuff that he'd tell her. So, let's see here. Let me see. I'll make sure I greeted everyone. The show could have really, been something. Hello, Ray Mail, my member, and Tisha and Sepper. Hello. We got 32 likes and 28 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. Hello, Lori Bell. Hello, Bernadette. Pisces Life says Martel and Marceau was the reason. But this is another thing. Let me just ask you guys this. People that are married or in relationships. If your husband gets into it with your friend's husband, do that stop you guys from being friends? Let me know what you think in the chat. And then also, I want to start doing I think I'm going to try so hard to do it in the morning where we have, we see each other sometimes. Well, not see. Well, yes, we do. Y'all see me twice a day sometime or one time a day. I want to start having a topic to talk about, far as relationships, if some of you are married or some of you are single or, dating. I do want to start having conversations about that. I think it's healthy for us women to, or and men too, if you're in the chat, to have healthy conversations about relationships and things like that, where, maybe somebody is, dating somebody and they need advice, or we can have like different topics where we talk about, different scenarios with men and things like that, because we women, we go through so much in this world with trying to date, trying to make sure you find the best mate. Also, people don't believe this, but you're supposed to wait for God to send you your mate. And we as women, we don't, I think we be in so big of a rush to get married. We avoid the red flags of a relationship, or it could be of a marriage, or even a friendship. And let me know if y'all agree with that. That we as women sometimes ignore the flags of a person that we're into, and then once things start happening, the other people, like your friends, could see it, but you could not see it. So let me know in the chat if you guys are interested in our conversations, and other different things as well. As you get up and a little older, sometimes you just over the bullshit. You just over it. No one wants to continue playing games with men, and I want to talk about that. um I want to talk about some positive stuff as well. I want to talk about relationships and stuff. How do y'all feel about that? Let me know in the chat. Because people, I know a lot of people that are dating, and also we can talk about if some people have been married or been in a long relationship. How is it now that you are no longer with that person? Some people a breakup or get out of a marriage and they'll go right back in it. They'll go out, start back dating, or they'll get them a man, or it could be vice versa. The man could get him a woman, and I want to know how you guys feel about that. These the youngsters say to get over a man is to get under another one. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Um, what about the healing part? Let me know if y'all think that in the chat. To get over one man is to get under another man. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the chat. Do y'all think it's best to take a moment and heal first, because that could have been a bad breakup, or some people don't have bad breakup. They just grow apart and agree that y'all gonna break up because y'all don't have the same interests and things in common anymore. But let me know in the chat if you're married, or in a long-term relationship, if you're dating. Do you think it's wise to break up or get a divorce and jump back right in a relationship? Or should you take time to heal? I just want to know you guys' thought about that. Or, like I said, the young people say, in order to get over somebody is to get under another person. Let me know if you have heard that before, and do you think that's true as well? Because we need, as women, we getting up in a certain age, we need to learn how to be okay with our own company, and learn how to not be with a man if you just getting out of a relationship, or out of a give me just a second here. Okay, I'm back, guys. So I just, want to know what your thoughts are on that. Let's see who we have here. Linda, you said we have 40 likes and 54 in the chat. Thank you. Hello, my member, Thelma, MIT Sipper. Hello, hello. Who else? Who did we have? Somebody else? Okay. We were talking about a couple of different things. Cindy G says Tisha jealousy ruined their friendship. Okay. But guys, was she jealous of Melanie because she was a boss doing things and she was the housewife? What was the reason that she was jealous of Melanie? Let me know what you guys think. What was the reason that she was jealous of Melanie about? Okay, Tisha blamed Melanie for Martel saying Marcel had 20 women. Okay, overcome I'm 6, but how did that have anything to do with it? Melanie can't control Martel's mouth. Okay, Laura, you said A. You said A and C. Kimmy is a coleslaw. I'm starting to really think that she was a coleslaw. And I'm going to get into a clip here that I found where she said that Maurice let Kaiwa disrespect her because he didn't want to mess up the relationship with Kaiwa of her letting him possibly keep Monster. Baby, I know I have to look at it a couple of times. I love the kids, but I'm not gonna be disrespected either. All right, so she was saying that Maurice let Kaiwa disrespect her because if not, he wouldn't be able to see Monster. How many of y'all think that's true? How many think that's true? That Maurice let Kaiwa disrespect Kimmy, or else he would not be able to see Monster. Let me know in the chat. Kimmy and Marcel was dating Kimmy while he was still married. You said Kimmy and do you mean Maurice was dating Kimmy while he was still married? Okay. Hello, Lisa Foster. Hello, hello. Yes, she did know. She okay, and Starry let's see here. Starry Eyes. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. Yeah, because I guess because it's been so long, it's been really, really long since 9 seasons, and if it gets renewed, it'll be 10 seasons. But it was a lot of stuff that you kind of didn't get an answer for, even by looking at the show. Because, like I said, I've watched that show 2 to 3 times, all of the season. I did like a binge watch. And some of the stuff they edited a lot. So like one day they'll be talking about something, the next day, they'll come back that next Saturday talking about something else, or they didn't give us, we didn't get a clear understanding of something that happened on the show. And like I said, I never got really a clear understanding to what was the downfall of Letitia and Melanie's relationship. And now that I look at it, okay, something happened before even the Embrace event where Melanie didn't invite Letitia to her party for Embrace Beauty. So something happened before that. Then I know some people had in the chat that it was about Maurice and Martel with the 20 girlfriends. Then I know some people were saying because Tisha started talking about the matching BMWs. So that was another reason that their relationship went downhill. But I know before Embrace Beauty, something happened. Something happened because we do know Marcel had to get a restraining order on Martel. But something had to have happened before that with Melody and Martel and Letitia and Marcel, where the relationship just basically went to hell. And then we were trying to see how did Wanda play a factor in here. And we were looking at a clip from when Letitia did the Mommy podcast, and she had Wanda on as a guest. She then tells Wanda that Melody kicked her out of her event, and then I think that's what heated Wanda up, where she said that she would have slapped that beat, referring to Melody. So is that, and then I tried to figure out, was that the downfall of Wanda and Melody being cordial towards each other because she kicked Tisha out that event? And then one thing, I was looking at that clip with y'all earlier. I had caught on to what Beverly said. Letitia, if the reason that Letitia didn't know, was a formal event because she didn't invite her. And then she was saying that she came in there with a picnic dress on. I was dying laughing because I had been calling that yellow and black dress a Mary Poppins dress. But Melanie said it was a picnic dress. I was dying laughing. But now, Tisha dress is better. She dressed a little bit, she showed a little bit of too much skin for me, but some of the stuff she has on be really cute. But back in the day, baby, oh my God. When she didn't have her BBL, her tummy tuck, and her breast, Tisha was like a board, up and down. And she could not dress. So I think Tisha now has a stylist. What do y'all think about that? I think Tisha has a stylist now. Because before, Tisha could not dress at all. And I think her name is Simone on Married to Medicine. She needs to get a stylist and a hairdresser. Because, some people just can't dress. Now, if I'm around the house, because y'all know I work from home, like that, I have my comfortable wide leg joggers on, and I'll throw me on a t-shirt. But if I'm going out somewhere, oh no, you best believe I'm gonna be clean as a pin. Hair gonna be done, makeup gonna be done, and I'm gonna look nice. Now, I'm around the house, I'm comfortable. I have taken a liking to these joggers, these wide leg joggers. I have taken a liking to them. And so I'll wear those. But if I'm going somewhere, I'll be saying it's time to transfer. I'll be saying I'll be like Transformation Friday, because all through the week I probably, just comfortable. Then on the weekend I was like, okay, it's time to transform. And that's why I said, okay, let me put on something cute or something like that. And so yeah, when I'm at home, joggers and me a t-shirt. I rarely ever put on jeans during the week unless I'm going out somewhere, because I want to be comfortable. Or less. Now I'll take that back. If they some wide leg jeans, I'll put them on. And then there's another name for these jeans that I like. It'll come to me in a minute, but yeah, the wide leg jeans, and I used to put on a lot of leggings too. I have a couple pair of Melody leggings that I ordered, but I have coming out like I like the leggings too, but I don't know what it is about the cargo wide leg joggers. I'm in love with them. If I see a pair somewhere, I'll pick them up. I love the cargo wide leg joggers. Let me see here where we're at here. We have Sharon here. She said Marceau told Tisha about coleslaw because he didn't want Tisha to be influenced by Melody. Okay. You said chase the bear. Um, yes. You know what? We as women, most of the time, overcome our IM6. And I think we ignore the red signs, and sometimes we can miss them too. Because when a person start acting a certain way, just say you've been dating for maybe like a year or two, and then the person starts acting a different way, then we go back in our mind and say, you know what? He was acting a little bit weird like that before. She was acting a little bit weird like that before, and I just overlooked it. And I find myself thinking about that a lot, just not in relationships and friendships, you know, because y'all are friends or y'all dating or y'all, married or whatever, y'all divorced now, and you think back to yourself, did I see these signs before? And most of the time, yes, it's true. We did see the signs before. We just overlooked them because, like I said, it's our mate. We're in love with them. You overlook things. And also in a friendship, sometimes you have a really, really good friendship with someone, and you try to, um, give them advice or, things like that. And a lot of times they're saying, okay, I don't want your advice. But then when something happens, they'll come back and say, but, if they real with themselves, yeah, you know what? You tried to warn me, or I did see that red flag that you was talking about. I just didn't want to believe it. So sometimes those are the incidents that, some of the situations that happen as well. But, like I said, now that I done got older, I try to reflect back on some of my long-term friendships, um, even my marriage. I reflect on that as well. And I did say that we as women or men, we are supposed to wait for God to send us a husband or a mate. And a lot of the time, we don't do that. We go and pick our own mate. And then when things go wrong, and then you end up, down there going to the divorce, sometimes we got to sit back and think, did God send me my husband? And I talked to my sister and my cousin, my first cousin, about this a lot. We talk about this because we all got married like within 1 or 2 or 3 years apart from each other. Right now, my sister and my cousin are divorced. So I'm the last one. So we sometimes sit down and reflect on the marriage. I talk about that among them, and so I thought to start talking about that on my channel, about marriages and about relationships, and we talk about the red flag a lot. The red flags that did you see this before you got married? And when we sit down and reflect on it, we'll say yes, we did see it. But another thing about us Black women, we are nurturers. We are the mother, and what we do is when we know that a man or woman is broken, our nature for women is to try to fix it. Because think about it, when our kids are sick, we the doctor. When something is wrong with their teeth, we the dentist. When something is going wrong with them at school or something, we the therapist. We're like to fix it all for everybody. So some of these men have problems that they didn't get rectified. It could have been when they was younger, or they had issues with their parents. Mainly their mother because their father wasn't there in their life. And we see a lot of signs in some of these men that we married or we're dating. And you know what we do? Oh, I can fix it. And we have to get out of that. We cannot fix people that are broken. We may be a doctor or a counselor or a therapist or a dentist to our kids because they're growing. We're raising them, but not to a grown man or a grown woman. You know, we always try to fix somebody. And that's one of our biggest things that we talked about. You know, what do they think went wrong in their marriage? Both of them said they did not wait for God to send them their husband. They picked their husband. And there was uh, red flags before they even got married. So that was a topic we have because I love chit chat. I love girl talk, talking, about different things that are going on in the world. A, God did not send them their husband. B, they saw red flags but ignored them. And C, we as women, because we're mothers, we thinking that we can fix a grown man's problem that they had way before they got with us. And I think that's where we go wrong at. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let's see here. You said, yes, that sounds like a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about that. And then, we have a lot of seasoned women that I know be in my chat who have been married for years or has been in long-term relationships. And, it'll be nice if y'all can give y'all input on it, y'all advice. So that would be good as well. Hello, CS. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Saturday was very cold and windy. I was putting my grocery in my trunk. The wind closed my trunk on my hand and face. Ouch! I'm still ice packing it. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay? Did you go to the doctor to make sure it wasn't nothing broken or anything? I am so sorry to hear that. And I'm hoping that ice is helping. Even if I snag my nail on some, I'm acting like I'm about to pass out. And I could just imagine that pain from you with the door on your hand. I hope you feel better. Oh my God. I know that hurts. That would be good to discuss as a topic, Lisa. Okay. So what I'll do is try to do it. And do you guys think I should do it in the morning, afternoon, or should it be our late night talk at night? Let me know. So 1, I can do it in the morning. 2, I can do it in the afternoon. Or 3, we can do it at night. Let me know. So it'll be 1, 2, or 3. 1 is morning, 2 is afternoon, and 3 is our last live at like 9 o'clock. Let's have a vote on it. So let me know what you guys think. 1, 2, or 3. See, as you said, you're scared to date these days. Okay. Hello, Patricia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm gonna, we'd be all over the place, and I don't talk about one particular thing in order. So I'll be talking about a lot of different stuff. But I have been married for 17 years, 17 or 18. But anyway, so I've been dated, and I don't think I would even know how to date anyone, or what have you. But it's scary out here. I was just on YouTube, and one lady, she started back dating a man, and he used to be in jail. So they start to get serious. So she said she would go and get her checkup, every couple of months. So as she met this guy, right, she asked him, have he had, a STD testing done? He said yes. He had already had it done. So as they dated, she said, I think we should, both go get a STD test. Do you know now when a lady went, because she said she always do them every couple of months. When she was going, she was always negative. So once she started dating this guy, he said he had had one done. She said she started losing her hair, she started losing weight, and things like that. Now, take in mind, he had been in jail for a while. And so she said she started asking him questions and things like that. Why do she go to the doctor and it comes back that she has HIV? And the only person she had been messing around with was this new guy. So she tried to tell him, he was like, oh, you must have got it from somebody else. And she said, no, my doctor have my records. I go every couple of months and get tested. It has never came back positive. The woman lost all of her hair. She before, she got it, she was a bigger lady, a thicker lady. And this guy she ended up calling the police. He went to jail for giving her HIV. Man, and I'm skipping over a part. Once she called the police on him, he had to get tested and things like that. They had to go to court. And her doctor, from her doctor, the doctor said she got tested all the time. She did not have it. It was until she started messing with this man here, and he lied and said he already had his, STD test, that she got it. And she called the police on him. She pressed charges on him, and I think he's going to be doing 10 years in jail for giving her that. Did y'all hear that? It was on YouTube. I know the rate in Chicago and the rate they said in Houston for STDs and HIV has really went up. They said that when they come in, the health department said when they come in the morning, the line wrapped around the corner from people trying to get tested. About the for STDs, and that's why my point. If I ever had to get a divorce, I don't think I would be able to date because I would be so paranoid. And I think when you get older, you get more wiser and think about a lot of stuff. Now, when I was young, I wasn't, thinking, okay, telling me I need to see his STD test. Or, I just wasn't thinking about the stuff that I think about now. Also, I think about, nowadays people are kidnapping people. Here in Wisconsin, I don't know if y'all heard about the young lady, one of our black sisters was dating a Caucasian man. He looked really weird. He ended up unaliving her and cutting up her body parts. They found an arm here, a leg here. They still haven't found her head yet. They found a torso, but not the head. So that's another reason I'm like, oh no. Then, but then I was telling myself, well, back in the day, I would go, if I'm dating somebody, we were dating and stuff like that. And I, once I got to know the person, I, would let them stop by my house or I would stop by their house. But right now, in this 2025 era that we in, I don't think that will happen. That's why I think if I get a divorce, I'll just be by myself because I would be so paranoid. And yes, the man chopped the girl up. Legs, arms, here in Wisconsin. So yeah, like I said, it's scary. I think it for me. I think it would be so scary for me to date in 2025 that I haven't dated anyone in over 18 or 19 or 20 years. Because remember, before I got married, I had to date my husband. So I haven't talked to another person over 20 some years. So I think it would, be a real problem for me. And for me, I don't think I would get back in another relationship. I would want to take time out to heal myself, to get to know my likes and dislikes, because you do know when you are sometime with a man or husband or a mate for a long period of time, some stuff that you really don't like, but you liked because your husband liked it, or you liked it because your wife liked it, but no, y'all are no longer together. So you're realizing like, hey, I didn't really like peanut butter. I think I liked it because my wife liked it, and you really don't like it, but because your husband liked it, or your wife liked it, you liked it. So you have to get back and try to know yourself, know who you are as a person, without being in a marriage or relationship, because you change. We all change. So you're not going to, be the same, because, a lot of different stuff happens, So, with my sister, my cousin, we talk about it a lot, and they are single now. They date a little bit, but not too much, nothing serious. And both of them said that they love living by themselves now. They said they don't think they would ever want to live with their mate anymore. They would rather go over their house, things like that. They love living by themselves. They don't want to live with anyone, and because they can go and come as they please. They don't have to worry about cooking for nobody. Different things like that, and their marriages were for 18 to 20 years as well. There was no short marriage. These were long term marriages where they got married in their late 20s. It was their late 20s, and I got married in my late 20s to then I think I turned 30. No, yeah, 30, and now I'm 50. So that's a lot. You have to get back out there and learn how to date people. But they really don't too much date. They say if they, live with somebody for over 20 to 30 years, they don't want to do it no more. What do you guys think about that? I guess they said they don't want to share their house no more. They don't want to, live with nobody anymore. Nobody living with them. They can come over for a minute, but don't leave nothing here of yours like you try to move in. Or they'll go over their house. They said they love it, they can decorate their house the way they want to, because when you live with a man, you can't have, too much women, like girly stuff, I want to say, because the house is for you and your mate. But once you are not with that person anymore, you basically, can do what you want to do. I want to say. And I did ask them would they get married again. They said they would, but they know the signs and things like that. And they know they would have to wait for God this time to send them somebody, because they messed up last time. So, that was a thing that we talked about. But I'm going to stick a dart in that for a minute. And I'm going to ask you guys, can y'all put in the chat, what are some topics that you want us to talk about? Between women, and if there's some men in here, sometimes they can give their opinion too. But people who are married in the chat, who are in long-term relationships, people who have went through divorces or breakups, let me know in the chat. We'll do a topic that we want to talk about. I want to get 3 different topics and come up with one to talk about. We'll probably talk about it for one day, or it could be 2 days. Then the next, day, we'll talk about another topic. So I want y'all to let me know, what type of topics do you want to talk about as women and men? Some things that, we're going through, your experience with a long time marriage, or your experience with a short time marriage, your experience with a long time relationship, or your experience with a short term relationship. Let me know that, what do you guys want to talk about? And we don't have to name names or anything. We could just talk about our experience. Like if you was in a 3-year relationship, 4-year relationship, 5-year marriage, 6-year marriage, 20-year marriage, and now y'all getting a divorce. I would like to, talk about that, elaborate on it. Maybe we can, help somebody else who's going through the growing pains of a breakup. Because I really don't think the answer is to get over one is to get under another one. I really don't think that's the answer either. Because you don't want we know about the rebound. You don't want to start messing with someone when you freshly get out of a relationship, because that's going to be the rebound guy or girl. And then once you shake everything, get out your system, then you might leave the rebound and be out there pursuing, somebody else. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Linda said, take time to heal. That's what I would do. Take time to heal. But a lot of women cannot be by themselves or sleep by themselves. That's another reason. Let's see here. You said too many coats out there. Yep, sure, there sure is. You should heal first so you don't bring baggage into another relationship. That's my whole thing right there, Lisa. That's it. You hit the nail on the nail on the what did I say? You hit the nail, hit it right there on the nail, hammer on the. Wait a minute. Let me think about it. I've been having brain fog. And usually when I take my matcha mind from Goalie, I'll be seeing, thinking clearly. And usually if I don't take it, then I start um, forgetting that stuff. Give me 1 second here, guys. I do apologize, guys. That was Bella. She be on one. Let's see here. Um, I would take time to myself and heal because you are very vulnerable at that point. Yes, but a lot of women don't do that. They think it's better to get under somebody else to heal themselves. Yes, guys, keep hitting that like button. What's the weather there in Texas, Linda? We're at 67 here in Wisconsin. Now, we're kind of closer to Chicago. 54 likes and 69 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, guys, please, and thank you. It don't cost anything to hit the like button as you come in. Even you can hit the dislike button, but just hit one of the buttons, please, and thank you. I think it depends on the why we broke up. If you had been going apart for some time or you was caught off guard, it's so many things that go into the breakup. So it's kind of hard to say. Okay, sorry eyes, okay. Because Mel had more than her, and she looked better than her. Okay, you got some people out here that's envy. Yes, you do. Envy and jealous. Yep, Mel was a boss. Yep, and Melanie was working and taking care of her household. Melanie seemed to keep her house tidy. She was able to go up there to the kids' school, do PTA, take the kids to the activities. You know, Boss Baby, she won. She just started tennis and she won 2 of her matches. So woo woo to Boss Baby. Boss Baby is going to be multi-talented like Melanie because we do know that she sings and Boss Baby has a pretty voice. Then I think all of them take piano lessons, and then now we got Mariah and Boss Baby and Sugar Mama. They all 3 of them are taking tennis lessons. I think that is so cute, and you know that cost. Tennis lessons, they take lessons, and then they also be having tournaments that they have to go to. So yeah, we already know who's paying for that, Miss Melanie Cherie, because we know Mr. Potato Head ain't paying for shit. We know Brokey ain't paying for nothing. Tisha wants to be male and free from Marceau, but listens to Wanda. Yes, but like I said, I did play a record earlier this morning where Miss Wanda admitted to saying that she think all men are no good. She think all men are cheaters. I think I'll play it again for the people that didn't hear this afternoon. 58 likes and 73 in the chat. It looks like we got 81 in the chat now. If we can please get those likes up, please, and thank you. Marshall said people get on him about Tisha, but Maurice was worse and than him. Worse than him, I think you mean. Yes, I hear a lot of people say that Maurice was worse than, they even say worse than Martel in Marceau. But is it that Maurice don't put himself out there, the reason we don't know that? Or he never gets caught doing anything? Because to look at him, I wouldn't think that he was worse than Martel and Marceau. You said Kimmy was a side chick? Okay. Hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. Hello, Nacho. You said absolutely. Mel wouldn't sit on the phone with Tisha all day. Right, Mel couldn't sit on the phone with her all day. Melanie had businesses to run. She had kids. 64 like and 77 in the chat. You said Tisha always dressed like a Stepford wife. All right, let's see. Yeah, that pink that I used to call it a Mary Poppins dress, that yellow dress with the polka dots. I used to call it a Mary Poppins dress, and Melanie, now, like I said, I missed a lot of stuff. Melanie used to call it a picnic dress. How about, well, she would have got an invitation, she would have known it was formal, and she wouldn't have came in here with that damn picnic dress on. I was dying laughing. I said, picnic dress, Melanie? She said she had on a picnic dress. Tisha looks good now, but some of her clothes are too tight. She looks stuffed, but lately she has been doing better with that too. Yes, Tisha has been bringing it, baby. Tisha, that white outfit that she wore to Nell's bachelorette party with the silver hose in it and the tank top, I loved it. That she had on a picture on her IG page with the red dress on, and if she would have had it like a little bit more, not so tight, and had them not to show much skin, that was a beautiful dress too. I liked that as well. The dress that she had on, I think, was in Dubai. that beige dress she had on with kind of like that braided thing, like it was like a braided design going down. And I think Stormy had on a like an aqua green one. I liked it that. Tisha has been matching her makeup better to her face. She has been whoever's doing her hair now is doing a great job. And then the clothes she have on be great. You know, they be looking, on point to me. But before, baby, from season 1 to season maybe 5, she didn't have it together. She did not. But like I say, she can start, matching her makeup to everything. And so, she looks a lot better now. Hello, Linnell. Hello. We have 66 likes and 82 in the chat. Let's get the likes up, guys, please, and thank you. Get a Clue said Melanie had 2 babies while on the show, right? Tisha wants more kids, but Marcel got fixed, so I think that made Tisha envious. Yes. No. What type of husband does that? Your wife want another baby, and you go get yourself fixed. 70 likes and 76 in the chat. You said, yes, that's a good idea. Someone said, so someone wants me to do it on the evening one. Okay. You said 3. Okay. I'm glad you went to the Dr. Lori Bell, because sometimes when we like slam our hand in some or hit our leg on something, we don't go to the doctor. And especially when you're doing it, on the trunk, I just wanted to make sure there was no like broken bones or you could have like got fractured or anything. So I'm glad you did went to urgent care and got that checked out. Hello, Sweet Tea. Welcome to the live. Get a Clue says, I have been married 27 years this year in July, and if I were to ever end up single, I would not date. Yes, it's scary out here. Get a Clue. I don't know how these women do it. Me, I'll be trying to run background checks and everything on people, so I don't think it would work out for me. It'll just probably be me, my kids, and my grandkids, because I would have to run a background check. I want an STD test. I would have to, do all that, and they probably think I'm off, crazy or something like that. But yeah, so I think I would just be by myself. We have 82 likes and 75 in the chat. Because just think about it. That lady started dating this man, and he lied and said he had an STD test, and all along he had, the big H. Well, that's very scary. And then how they say these people be up at the clinic. They said the HIV is on the rise in Chicago. So yeah, I'm cool. Okay, Bernadette, you said dating, marriage, and divorce. Okay, we're gonna talk about all 3. Okay, dating, marriage, and divorce. Okay, let me make sure, because knowing me, I got to get me some more matcha mind. I told you I'd be getting brain fog. I'm not scared to admit that. I do. I be getting brain fog. Okay, so we're going to be talking about. So I'll do this. I'll do it in the afternoon and in the evening. We're going to have what should we call it, you guys? Let me know some names in the chat of what we should call our conversation that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about dating, marriage, and divorce. What should I call it so I can put it on my thumbnail? But I think it's healthy for us, us women to talk about it. Maybe, somebody is dating right now. Maybe somebody is getting ready to get a divorce. Maybe we can help them out with some things. That's what I told you. We're like a little family over here, like a little sisterhood. I think that would be good. Hello, daughter of Israel. Hello, hello, my member and one of my tea sippers. And thank you to my mods that's in the chat for holding it down for me. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, hello, Kelly. Okay, Sweet Tea says 57 in Texas. Okay. But y'all always, y'all don't have too bad of a weather where it's cold, but 57 is good. But I know sometimes it can get really, really hot in Texas. I follow a lot of influencers that are in a different sector of YouTube. I follow them, and they live in Dallas. Some live in Houston. That's on my bucket list to try to get there this year, to Dallas and to Houston. So we shall see. But y'all know my little peanut is going to be coming in July. I'm going to be right there to see what we have in a boy or girl. I think at first I was team boy because I thought it was a boy. But then we don't know the gender. But the doctor did give them a picture of the baby's face. He didn't give them the body because we told them that we wanted to wait to see. And that's what we're going to do Saturday. I am giving my son a gender reveal little party for him and his girlfriend. Hope to be, well, they've been together for 11 years. So hopefully they'll get engaged. Let's see here. Yes, and when they don't heal, they take baggage into another relationship, which is not good. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. So let me know, guys, how long do you think people should heal from a bad divorce or a bad relationship or a relationship just period? Does it depend on the person, or let me know in the chat of what y'all think. Because like I said, some people get right out of a relationship and go back to dating, and some people get out of a marriage or a relationship and go back and get married again. Or they be waiting to get their divorce final so they can get married again. Just saying. No judgment over here. There's no judgment over here. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but we don't judge anybody over here on this channel. That might work for some people. If that works for you, that's great. Let us know about it. Let us know if you were divorced and then you were waiting to get divorced, but you had a man and then the man had actually married you, but you can't marry him right now because you're still married. I've known some situation that has happened before. I got married at 17. He was 20. This September, we will be celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary. We never separated. I thank God for my husband. He is truly my best friend and soulmate. Oh my God, SHARI, that is so beautiful. That is rare for people to find that. We always talk about we want our husbands to be our best friends, protector, lover, provider. And, we sometimes don't wait for God to send us who we're supposed to have. And that's great. You can find your friend, your soulmate, your everything. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Now, get a clue right here. I was talking about Derek Jackson and his wife in my live earlier. I know he got caught cheating, but I still like listening to him. Like, it don't be that long. I think it'd be on TikTok or either Instagram, and he be giving out some good information. And I tell people this, even though he cheated, the information that he given out is, you can still use it because, he know he was wrong for cheating. And some people like, well, they're not going to listen to him no more because he cheated on his wife. He's a human being. He's a man. We all can't, throw shade at somebody because they did something that we didn't like or approve of. But the information that he's giving out is correct, in my opinion. Just saying. Um, you said a cheating husband? Okay. 96 like and 81 in the chat. Thank you. 100 likes and 81 in the chat. Sounds like we may need to do a weekend night panel. Oh, that would be great, but I'll be wanting y'all to come up here on the panel. So if we do a weeknight panel, are you guys going to come up on the panel? Let me know in the chat, because I'll be trying to get you guys to come up on this panel and you guys will not come. And we like family. This is like a sisterhood over here because we talk to each other twice a day. Once a day for some people, sometimes twice a day for others. Dating and relationship conversations. Okay, Linda, I like that. Okay, I like that. Okay, dating and relationship conversation. And guys, are y'all gonna come up on the panel, because this is important. We need to talk about this. It's important. Hello, who said that? My member and my tea sipper. Hello, hello. Hello, Princess Warrior. Who said that? My first cousin got a divorce one day and married another girl the next day. Wasn't single 24 hours and remarried again. Yes, that's why I said is it easier for men to do that? Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that, because the women out here nowadays, they act just like men, so they kind of equal. And then also, guys, you have to get somebody that's equally yoked with you, because you could have your husband or your boyfriend or your partner who's jealous of you. Have you ever heard of that before? It's like they're jealous of you. They're envious of the stuff that you got, even though y'all are partners. And it feels like you guys are in a tug of war with each other or in competition with each other. That's another thing. I hear that a lot. All right, guys, make sure when you're coming into the live, you give a thumbs up. It don't cost anything to give a thumbs up. Even if you're in the bushes, if you can jump on down and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, if you like what you hear, the content, we would love to have you as a T drop, which is a subscriber. Also, guys, think about becoming a member. I talked about some of the perks to becoming a member. Just want to throw that in there. We got 105 likes and 73 in the chat. Thank you, Linda Gamble. Okay, guys, so I do want to play a clip. I think some people did not hear it. We're just reminiscing around, down memory lane of what was the downfall of Tisha and Melody, and also Kimmy's relationship. What was the downfall? I never understood what happened. So I wanted to hear you guys take on what you think happened. So let me see. I think it. Let me see. Let me see something here. Let me refresh this here. And then also, I was trying to get a good understanding of Kaiwa, Kimmy, and Maurice relationship. So give me just a second here. This is when I thought okay, this is one right here. You know what, guys? How many of y'all think that it was better when Egypt was doing the reunions than Carlos? Did y'all? I thought that was so much better with Egypt doing the reunion than Carlos. Why did Carlos started doing the reunions? Do anybody know? Why did Carlos start doing the reunion? Why didn't they let Egypt continue to do the reunion? Because she didn't have any attachment to anyone on the show versus Carlos did. It was like he was trying to throw shade a lot. Let me know in the chat if y'all know why CK started doing the reunions. Let me know in the chat. But I'm going to show y'all this clip here. Let me go back from the beginning. Guys, I have forgot. I be forgetting. I told you I think I got brain fog. I forgot that they had that conversation on the reunion. I have forgot about that. That's why I said I be getting brain fog. Did y'all remember that? And did y'all remember that Egypt used to do the reunions? Why did CK started doing them? I think it was a lot better when CK did it. And also I like the audience they had. I think they should have kept it that way and left CK out of it. Because I think it got more messier when he was doing the reunion than when Egypt was doing it. Do you think he was cheap? He didn't want to pay her? Because I did hear that on allegedly and for entertainment purposes only would give him the funds and he would, pay them what he wanted to pay them. So do you think Carlo tried to cut corners where he wanted to do the reunion so he didn't have to pay like Egypt or maybe somebody else to do the reunion? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let's see who we have here. Hello, Charnel Monet, my member and tea sipper. Welcome, welcome. The men should have stayed out of the woman's business. Yes. I think if the men would have stayed out of it, Maurice, Martel, Marcel, I think the ladies maybe could have came to an understanding. But it was like if the husbands got into it, I think the wives will get into it. What do y'all think about that? Sweet Tea said Tisha is jealous and a liar. Okay. I believe 100% that the man played a role in the demise of their friendship as well because of their cheating. Okay, daughter of Israel, I can understand that. That's what I think so too. I think when a man would get into it, they would go home and tell their wives, and I think the wives will, take some of that, and then it will get involved in the ladies' relationship. I think. Because like I said, I thought that I really thought that okay, now that we see Melanie said they were friends. So they were not just acquaintance or, casual. She said they were friends. What do y'all think about that? Okay, who said that? You said you think Tisha lied. She didn't truthfully take Melanie's apology. Okay. Charnel said, I forgot Egypt used to do it. That's why I said I forgot about a lot of stuff that went on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I told you it was just on me this morning to kind of look for answers that I had. Like, this show could have really been something if A, now that I think of it, A, if Carlos was not doing the reunion, and B, if he would have got Martel, if he would have cut off the head of the problem, the big, well, the C that was causing the problem on the show. He should have kept on letting Egypt or somebody else host the show, because I think there was one more person. Now that I'm jugging my mind here. I think there was another person that also did the reunion. What was her name? It was another lady, I think, that did the reunion before too. Why did Carlos King have to start coming doing the reunion? And I'm thinking to myself, was he trying to cut corners where he didn't have to pay somebody to do the reunion? And that's why he started doing it. What do you guys think about that? TK wanted another narrative to be pushed out there. He likes drama. Okay, daughter of Israel. Okay. Yes, he wanted to be all involved so he could be messy. That's what I think too, because I think Egypt was doing a great job was doing a great job with the reunions, and she was kind of getting to the root of the problem. And she did not have, she was neutral because she wasn't involved with them like CK is. I think that could have been, I think that would have been better if he would have kept it that way. Hello, Judy. I think that CK is greedy and wanted the money for himself. That's what I was saying, Judy. I think he did not want to pay. CK fell in love with men, allegedly, in my opinion. Okay. 113 likes and 75 in the chat. Okay. Another thing, the problem with Kaiwa and Maurice and Kimmy. Do you think that Kaiwa did not like Kimmy because she knew that she interfered with their marriage, and she know that Kaiwa knew that Kimmy was dating Maurice while they were still going through a divorce, or while they were still married? So I did find a clip with Kaiwa and Kimmy with their problems that they were having, and they were getting to it. So let's take a look at that.
Absolutely.
Let me wait a minute.
I'm not saying
Guys, did we kind of forget that? I did not know that, it seemed like Kaiwa just didn't like her. Is it because that she came in while they were trying to fix their divorce? The reason that she didn't like Kimmy? Because I did never get a good understanding. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Mr. Carlos always set this up to be in the Scots' favor. Okay. Okay, muted expressions. Okay. Princess Warrior, I now know that Maurice is full of it. He let Kimmy raise him and spend no time with that boy. Yes, it was like Kimmy was the parent. And he got on the stage, crying, talking about he feels good every day to get up to see his son, wake up to see his son, but he was not participating. It was like Kimmy was washing, Kimmy was cooking, Kimmy was taking him to, I remember she said summer camp. She was taking him to school. She was doing everything. Maurice was not doing shit. So now that I look at it, he got up here and lied. I think he tried to make Kaiwa look bad, like she was like Kaiwa was the bad guy. What do y'all think about that? Kimmy admitted to Melanie she was a side chick to Maurice and Jalen dad last season. Okay, yes, I was hearing that in the YouTube streets that she was a one night stand, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Everything that's said on this channel is alleged for entertainment purposes only, and in my very own opinion. Put my banner up here. Okay, so I really felt like Maurice was just maybe trying to get Kaiwa and her new husband to come down there and stay so he wouldn't have to pay child support. And also, he was not really taking care of Monster. Yes, he did get up in the morning and see him, but Monster everyday needs, Kimmy was doing that. Why Kimmy had raised her son. Jalen was in college. It was like she was raising a child all over again because Maurice wasn't doing shit. What do y'all think about that? Oh, that's okay, muted expression. That's okay. I just thank you guys for just coming to the live. You said Kimmy admitted. Okay, we've got that. You said do not phone Maurice Jr.'s mom. Kimmy was more like she was a mother to Monster and Maurice. But Maurice acted so needy. He wanted Kimmy to cook every day for him, clean, wash his clothes. What did he do? What did he bring to the fucking relationship? We knew it wasn't no fucking money. What did he bring? Oh, he brought sex. Okay, forgot about that. Oh, you didn't forget? Okay, all right. You said Kimmy is a side chick. Okay. Kimmy interfered with Maurice and Kyla's situation, allegedly. That's what I was thinking because now that I think Muted Expression or someone brought it up that she admitted to being a side chick. And that's why I think that's why she can relate to Coleslaw. And that's why they're saying that she said she'll film with her. So that's another ring. You were never really Melanie's friend. You know all the pain and hurt that this lady brought to Martel and Melanie's marriage. Um, the hurt, the pain that this lady broke up a family, and you would feel with her. How would you feel if Melanie would have said she was filled with Kyla? You always got to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Treat people how you want people to treat you. You know, that has been that's my thing right there. 119 likes and 79 in the chat. Thank you. Okay, Linda, my mod, my tea sipper, my member. She says Kywa and Maurice was working on their marriage. Oh, because I thought Maurice had moved because I think Kywa was in Michigan and Maurice moved down there to Huntsville. So were they working on their marriage like long distance or let me know. Remember, allegedly Kywa cheated on Maurice and now she is married to Mark? Wait a minute. Married to his brother? Kai was married to Maurice's brother as of right now? Let me know in the chat, guys. Maurice has no job. He a dummy. Yeah, because I don't think I have not. And then in the on the show, he never talked about him being a lawyer and about him trying any cases. Do we even know to this day have he tried a case? Excuse me. So Kimmy played victim and it all came out later. Kimmy and Maurice was clearly in the wrong. Yes. Now, if she interfered with their marriage, she's in the wrong. But I think I remember Kimmy saying something to the effect, they were going through a divorce. But on the other hand, I think Kyle said they were trying to work it out and Kimmy interfered. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me see if I can see another clip here. Give me just a second. Because I do think, okay, I think this is it here. Yep, I'm gonna play it, guys. I'm gonna play it one. Okay, I think they're gonna say it here. Give me 1 second.
We do, and this is serious. What can we do to prove to you that we weren't dating at that time? And part of the reason,
Right. Why does it matter?
let
Why
me-
does it what's move
It matters to
on?
you.
Why does it does not matter to me? They asked me a question.
Okay.
And I answered the question. It doesn't matter. You're married now. What difference does it make when you dated?
That's what
She asked me.
Because you've been salty for years.
Not because of that. Not because of that.
what is it then?
The problem was, like she said that was the first time I met her. Actually, that was the second time I met you. That was shady.
So wait.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
We need
No,
to
you have
understand.
got to hear this because
What's the
this is
first
almost
time?
crazy.
Okay.
The first time I met Kiowa, I had no idea who she was, nor any of these Scots. She sold adult toys and I bought them. And how some kind of relationship came from that, where she feels like now I'm shady because your next encounter, I met your husband. I have no idea. But that's what she's making this correlation to.
And is that why you think she shouldn't be around your son because she purchased sex toys?
And when I met him, I didn't know that was her ex-husband.
The connection is that my brother was married to her sister-in-law at that time, which is Kimmy's friend.
Of 13 years.
Right. They lived in Huntsville. We lived in Michigan. We went down to visit. She was actually selling the toys. Kimmy showed up and bought toys, but I didn't know who Kimmy was.
No,
Or do
nobody
you feel,
did.
you feel like his brother introduced them?
The person that hosted the party did, but that was my friend and her friend. I just wouldn't introduce friends to hook up with the ex. That to me, that's just
So
Wait a minute. We're gonna listen to it one more time. One more time. Wait a minute.
Listen, I mean, what can we do? And this is serious. What can we do to prove to you that we weren't dating at that time? And part of the reason,
right. Why does it matter?
let
Why
me-
does it what's move
It matters
on?
to you.
Why does it does not matter to me? They asked me a question.
Okay.
And I answered the question. It doesn't matter. You're married now. What difference does it make when you dated?
That's what
She asked me.
Because you've been salty for years.
Not because of that. Not because of that.
what is it then?
The problem was, like she said that was the first time I met her. Actually, that was the second time I met you. That was shady.
so wait.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
We need
No,
to
you have
understand.
got to hear this because
What's the
this is
first
almost
time?
crazy.
Okay.
The first time I met Kiowa, I had no idea who she was, nor any of these Scots. She sold adult toys and I bought them. And how some kind of relationship came from that, where she feels like now I'm shady because your next encounter, I met your husband. I have no idea. But that's what she's making this correlation to.
And is that why you think she shouldn't be around your son because she purchased sex toys?
And when I met him, I didn't know that was her ex-husband.
The connection is that my brother was married to her sister-in-law at that time, which is Kimmy's friend.
Of 13 years.
Right. They lived in Huntsville. We lived in Michigan. We went down to visit. She was actually selling the toys. Kimmy showed up and bought toys, but I didn't know who Kimmy was.
No,
Or do
nobody
you
did.
feel like his brother introduced them?
the person that hosted the party did, but that was my friend and her friend. I just wouldn't introduce friends to hook up with the ex. That to me, that's just
So
Okay, guys. So that's the connection then. That's the connection then. Kyra friend and Kimmy friend of 13 years. So, and was the sister-in-law. So that's the connection then. You said, Linda, you said Kimmy just lied. Okay. Okay. So that's the connection then, guys, that Kyra friend and then Kimmy friend of 13 years. So what Kyra is saying is that her friend hooked Kimmy up with her ex. Is that what did y'all? Is that what y'all got from it? Let me know in the chat to make sure I'm not misunderstanding it. It's no way Kimmy looked Maurice up on the internet and they were in the same building. How the fuck did she? I think you mean buy toys from Kyra. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So it was a connection. The woman was Kimmy's friend for 13 years, and the woman was also Kyra's friend. So Kyra is saying that her friend hooked Kimmy up with Maurice. Is that what you guys are getting? Kimmy knew Maurice was still married and she still wanted him. Even used her son needing a haircut to get close to him. I believe Kimmy went to buy toys from Kyra to see what she looked like. Okay, sorry, guys. So that's what you think happened? But then where is it? Okay, so the woman that was Kyra's friend and also Kimmy's friend. So Kyra was saying that her friend hooked Maurice, her friend hooked Kimmy up with Maurice. That's what I'm kind of getting. Hey, Tisha was going back telling her shit. There's a scene with Tisha and Kyra too. Okay, I'm gonna look that one up. Even, the show over, we're doing like a just reminiscing and trying to see. We were trying to see if Tisha, Kimmy, and Melody were really friends. Then we were trying to see what was the divide with Kyra, Maurice, and Kimmy. Because, now the show is over, I'm trying to put some things together here. You said you feel like they all are lying. Okay. You said Kyra, also known as Coleslaw Senior, also known as Homewrecker. Kyra was right. I feel that because if me and you are friends, why are you trying to hook my still husband up with your friend? That's what I'm getting from it. Wait a minute. Kyra, okay, wait a minute. Let me read this one. You said, Nasha, you said, Maurice, where do Destiny come in from the D? That's another. We're going to get on her in a second. Wait a minute. You said she brought the toys before the haircut? Okay, so she brought the toys. So, but see, this is what I think there's a lie in here. Because, okay, she brought the toys. Now, remember, her friend and Kimmy are friends. It's Kyra's friend and Kimmy's friend. So, the haircut. So, if she bought wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, she took Jaden to get the haircut. Then, are y'all saying you think that the friend told her about Maurice? So, then that's when she went to buy the toys from Kyra to see how Kyra looked at. Because Kyra's, a thick woman and she's dark skinned. And they did say that's allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. That is Marcel and Maurice type. They like darker skinned women and and bigger, thick women. Just saying. but Kaiwa did buy that. Kaiwa was working things out according to Kaiwa. But see, that's what I'm saying. Why is Kimmy lying about that? And they could get together. You know why? Because you know how women talk. The friend, um, Kimmy's friend of 13 years could have said that Maurice and Kaiwa are getting a divorce. And the friend could have left out that they trying to work it out. And then that's what I think Kimmy made her move on Maurice. That's what I think. That's what I'm kind of getting out of this. But Kimmy even said that their office were supposed to be in the same office. But Kimmy even said that their office were supposed to be in the same office. Who office was supposed to be in the same office? Her and Kaiwa's? This is interesting conversation. I enjoyed looking back. Yes, that's why I wanted to go back because I was trying to put some stuff together here. But I can see how the two friends, Kaiwa was friends with Kimmy's friend of 13 years. So you don't think that the friend of 13 years told Kimmy that Maurice was available, he going through a divorce, not putting in there that they trying to work it out. So I think the friend was being shady to Kaiwa as well. And that's what Kaiwa said. Her friend was being shady, trying to hook up, Maurice with Kimmy, knowing that, they were trying to work things out. So I wouldn't be friends with her no more. So it seems like your loyalty is more with Kimmy because you trying to hook her up with my husband who we're trying to work things out with. That's what I get. Well, do anyone understand how Destiny came into the mix? I'm going to play a clip with that, Nacho, in 1 second here. But the main thing is that Kaiwa was working things out according to Kaiwa. Yes, that's the part I don't like. If you know your friend is trying to work something out with her husband, why would you try to hook up your other friend with her? She brought the toys, and that's the first time she saw Maurice. She looked him up on the internet and saw he cuts here. See, that's where the shady stuff coming in right there, Sonya. That's where the shadiness coming in at. The lie is they were supposed to be in the office upstairs and downstairs when they were having X parties at Maurice's office. Okay. We got 126 likes and 81 in the chat. Thank you. You said Basement Billy did say in an interview that Kimmy planned everything allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So Basement Billy is saying that Kimmy, so she could have planned this out with her friend. That's some shady stuff right there. Kimmy was already messing with Maurice. Kimmy went to the adult party being a funny as side chick, purchasing adult toys from Kaiwa to play together with Maurice, bragging with her friends. Really? Who said that? Oh, she really is a coleslaw. I meant the office were in the same building. Kimmy, Maurice, which made no sense for Kimmy to be looking up Maurice online. Online is the way Kimmy got Jalen a haircut. Okay. Let me see this other one here, guys. I think this is the next one. Okay, we're gonna see this one right here, guys. Let me show y'all.
This morning on Take It Off Today, an incredible transformation on TikTok. Her weight loss video went viral with 12 million views.
Okay, guys, what do you think about that? Okay, you said Kimmy has told 3 different lies how she met Maurice on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, that's what I said. I can't get a clear understanding here of how she met him because I did not know. Well, no, I found out about the friend later on, but at first I did not know that Kaiwa and Kimmy had the same friend, and Kaiwa said that her friend introduced Kimmy to Maurice. Okay. You said Kimmy said that on an episode that she looked Maurice up and saw he cuts hair, so she DM'd him to see if he would cut Jalen's hair. But then she's leaving out the part about her friend and Kyra were friends too. She's leaving out that part. You said, look how handsome he is. Yeah, Wanda, she said Marcel was handsome. Hello, Charlene. You said lie. Okay. You said she's lying. Okay. That's why I think Kyra has a problem with her, because Kyra knows she's lying. I think that's the reason that there is a problem. And then also, I think Tisha is lying about she didn't know Miss Wanda rolled up on Marcel. I think she told her mother to trail him to see if he was with other women. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I thought it was the sister-in-law of the friend. So Kyra said that the lady who is Kimmy's friend was her friend too. Oh, wait a minute. The sister, well, I guess the sister-in-law / friend. That's what I'm getting. Kimmy be lying. Yeah, she back and forth. She'll say one thing and do another. First, it was she brought toys from Kyra. Then we got the sister-in-law / friend and Kimmy are friends. And then we got the haircut. But I don't think Maurice knows, but he ain't gonna bust Kimmy out. That's what I think. I think Maurice doesn't want to bust Kimmy out, and I don't think he want to say anything to make Kyra upset because he think he's not going to be able to see Monster. That's what I'm taking from it. And like I said, it was much better when Egypt was doing the reunions than Carlos, because it wasn't like she had any any favors or anything like that. She don't know these people from Adam or Eve. She was just coming to do the reunion, versus Carlos had attachment to these people. So that's where I think that the reunion started to get really messy because of his 2 cents. Instead of like Egypt was doing, asking questions, getting to the bottom of it, not taking a side. Versus when Carlos did the reunion, it looked like he was taking sides. Who said allegedly? Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Make sure I got the Copyright Act up here. Let me put that back up here. Oh yeah, yeah. Please be careful in the chat, guys. No problem. Allegedly, everything that's said on this channel is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. It's all alleged, and in my opinion, and in y'all's opinion, allegedly, everything is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Yes, guys, it was. Yeah, that was, that was interesting where if you go back, in the show and look at stuff, you see it from a whole different perspective. From then to now, they look smaller, they look, different because they have grown, and we have grown with the show for 9 seasons. So they look different, and maybe they forgot their lives because some stuff that they were saying. And then when you come back and ask them now, they have a whole nother story. Like, I really believe that Tisha knew that Miss Wanda was rolling up on Marcel. Oh, Marcel, I think she sent her to do that. And she said she had no idea. I think she's lying about that. I think Kimmy is lying about stuff. When you tell a lie, you got to be able to keep it up. That's just my opinion. You have to be able to keep the lie up. And I think they have forgotten some of their lies. That's just my opinion. A lie don't care who tell it. Where's that one at here? I'm just trying to find. Wait a minute. Nope, that was not it. Wait a minute, I think. I'm just trying to see this one here. That's not the one. Okay, let me just show one more here.
Oh my goodness. Have you been paying attention to social media? Have you been following it?
I am sorry for everything I put you in Israel.
We have really got to find out, will the Holts and the Scotts come back together?
I heard about an inappropriate video.
Did you post that on social media?
Some things there's no coming back from.
Maurice and Kimmy, Marceau and Tisha, they got some stuff going on too.
I decided decided to add me back to my daily focus.
You're saying, well, you don't support me in this, and the truth is I don't.
You've been a little busy. That's kind of why you're not leaving your job.
What?
Think about it.
I'm not trying to make you a housewife.
This decision I've got to do what's best for me.
These ladies were friends.
I can't wait to talk to Kimmy. I'm kind of tired of her playing mediator on some shit.
Are you a true Scot? Or are you down with the hoax?
Zip it. You should have my back.
When things like this happen, somebody's going to feel like you're on the other team.
Don't start anything and it won't be anything.
Your husband threatened my life. I think he's very capable of acting on those words.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of stuff going on. It had got so bad the radio station in Huntsville was talking about it. So there was a lot. There was a lot. I will say there was a lot going on in Huntsville. With the fighting and stuff, there was a lot going on. I will say that. And some stuff we have forgot about it over the 9 seasons. We have forgot about it. Well, I have forgot about it. I'll put it that way. I have forgot about a lot of it. A lot of the drama that came with Love and Marriage Huntsville. There was a lot of drama going on. Then I think it'll be good for us maybe, during the week to talk about some of the things that happened on the show and some of the stuff that we kind of forgot that happened on the show. There was a lot of stuff that happened on the show that, we forget about it, but, that's why I'm glad they got YouTube where you could go back and look at it and, and look at it. So I'm glad, they have that. Let me just see something here. And they have got so big, guys. I wish we could, see them on television because they have got so big. We watched these kids grow up. We have watched these kids grow up.
Yes. And she's ready too.
Look how you acting, Mama. How do you feel? You. Oh, I'm fine.
It's a little chill in here, so we'll turn the heat on.
Oh, look at this. She looks like Mariah.
Yeah, we saw some pictures. I put some pictures up of her eye too.
She's trying to eat.
He wasn't there when Miles Morales was born. He was there for every verse of the 4-piece nugget. But he was not there when Miles was born or Maverick or Spider-Man.
We're very thankful that she is healthy and she's very happy.
Oh, she's already smiling. It's so funny. She said, "Hey." I don't think she really knew what she was saying, but she really did say, "Hey." We were like, "Oh, hey."
Yes. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. You got it. My mommy. Oh, Jesus.
Look at fucking Marlene Marble.
Lord, have mercy. He's beautiful.
Yeah. Y'all's little sister.
Y'all.
She's born.
Yeah, she's born, girl.
Y'all see y'all's little sister, Martel?
Look how you tripping. He great. Is she rich? Is y'all little sister?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a real baby.
You were questioning if it was a real baby?
What is the name?
Melania.
Who named her?
Norman. Daddy. No.
Malia.
Remember hasn't Malia been saying Melania for a long time? Well, I'm Melania.
Oh, I forgot. Boss Baby did name her.
That's how you were, sweetheart.
You have a good grip on the back of her neck. See how one on the hand.
J-
You gonna put her kind of still hold her a little bit for her.
Look here, you got it.
And at this point right here, guys, I thought Martel was such,
You really got
I
it?
kind of had a bit of empathy for him.
Good job, son.
I don't think he was always the monster. I think
You can get her back.
over the years became like that.
Oh, you got your eyes open, Melanie.
A monster. Allegedly and for entertainment
Put your elbow out. Come here, bring that pitch on her neck.
Look how little she is, and now look how big Sugar Mama is. So we grew up with them.
Yep.
Lord, how much? She opening my ass up for y'all.
It's great right now to see the kids in the room with us so that they're, getting to be a part of the experience right now.
I would definitely say this, it doesn't get old with our children. I mean, it's always something new. And then for us to have Melanie now, it's like everything is really starting all over and we can experience that baby life again, which we really love.
I just love her so much.
Y'all, what did y'all think about seeing them as, they we grew up with these kids, and now to see Boss Baby is so big. I mean, excuse me, Sugar Mama. Okay, Lynn, you said the whole cast been lying since season 1. Okay. You said Egypt was a better fit because she didn't have any connection to those people. Allegedly, I have forgotten about Egypt hosting the show. Yes, I think it was much better when she hosted. I do. Yeah, I did too. Egypt and Micah got the show on HGTV, so I think that's why she stopped. Sorry, Egypt and Mike. I think Mike is her husband, correct? But he could have got some. I thought it was somebody else too who hosted the show besides Carlos. I do. I think it was another lady too. Yeah, and then look how we didn't watch these kids grow up on TV. Look how little Sugar Mama was, and look how big she is now, and Tank as well. Yes, I like going back looking at it. It was not always so toxic, guys. We can have good memories of it because the show wasn't always so toxic. And at that point, I had a little bit of empathy for him, for Martel. He wasn't always a monster. So, he had his good and his bad days, I think. That's what I had to remember that. He wasn't always this monster, but he was always cocky. But he was cocky to a point that I could tolerate him. But then I think over the years, he just got more cockier and more meaner and more vile. I think that's what happened. 128 likes and 81 in the chat. Yes, Mel, Mel really, really fought for her marriage, you guys. Melody fought for that marriage so much till she just couldn't fight for it anymore. Because you can only have a marriage when both people are working, at the marriage. And I think Melanie was the only one fighting for the marriage. And Martel really thought that Melanie would never leave him. Just think about it. I think Martel, he thought he had Melanie wrapped around his fingers. I don't think he thought Melanie would ever leave him. And, and then, we as women, we sometimes do it to ourselves too, where we'll move out the house or leave them and hoping they're going to act right if we come back. And then, over time, we keep doing it and doing it so much, they get used to it and like, oh, this is just like last time. She going to come back. And that's what I think happened with Martel, where I think Melanie did say she moved out the house a couple of times, then he would sweet talk her and she would come back. So I think that became a norm to him where he was like, oh, well, okay, she left, she gonna come back. And not just Melanie, a lot of us women do that. I've done it before. And so they get used to that. And when you finally go ahead and leave them and don't come back, that's what the narcissist, kind of kicked in. You are able to see it, that this ninja tripping. He's really losing it because I'm not coming back to him. And then that's where I think all the chaos and all the vile things that he started doing, the vile things that he started saying and doing when he really, really knew that Melanie wasn't coming back. Because remember, Melanie would leave and move out and she would come back. But, after Milani, we see Milani, after she said she went and took that shower, she said it was just like a relief to her that God was giving her permission to leave, that if he do one more thing, that she gone. And he did that one more thing when they were on their way going out of town, trying to have a, little husband and wife time. And that's when Coleslaw called, because y'all know how our phones are hooked to the radios in our car. And do I believe Martel when he says that he had changed his number and cut all ties with Coleslaw? Nah, I didn't believe that. But he tried to lie and say he did. And then it's just coincident that when they going out of town trying to rekindle things, that she started calling the phone. And then that's when I think Melanie's like, nah, I'm done with this. And she just made the decision to go ahead on and leave. Yeah, she really tried with her marriage. It's just, it can't just be one person trying at the marriage. It's all Martel's fault. He destroyed his own marriage. She's done everything, but he resented Melody and her help, allegedly, not allegedly. Yeah, Melody did everything to try to make that marriage work. And I think the one that really got me was when she said that she found them at homecoming, her in the trunk with Martel. I think, and at that point, I'm your wife, and you don't put this 304 off the truck, and you leave with her in the truck while I'm standing there like I'm not even your wife. Yeah, that would have done it for me. I would let them know the shit gonna be outside. Come pick up the shit. That's it. That's it. At that point, I would have, Melanie did everything to make that marriage work. And I think that point that would have got me was when I caught them at homecoming together in that truck that I bought. If he should have put Coleslaw out right then and there. But then to drive off with her while I'm standing there like I'm a piece of shit, like I'm not even your wife, and this 304 in the car, I would have said, come get your shit. It's going to be outside, partner. And you know what? Another thing, I think when Melanie first got a divorce, that she was still in love with Martel, because I think Melanie could have really got full custody of her kids, because she could have put in there that he was doing committing adultery. And I think she could have got more out of the, stuff out of the marriage if she would have just told the court that he was doing adultery, because that's a big thing with the court if you were committing adultery. And she could prove it. So I think she was being real lenient with Martel when she first divorced him, thinking that, things are going to run smoothly. We're going to go co-parent, not knowing that 6 years later, we're still at this point where we're going to court for custody. I think if she would have knew that, she would have went for the ghost of the first time. But like I said, she was still in love with Martel when she got a divorce. When you love somebody, it just don't go away just like that. It takes time. And I think she was really trying to just get this divorce over with and let it go smoothly. We don't co-parent. That's what I think. But, you know, we live and we learn. He's a fool. Yep. I agree. He destroyed it all, and now he doesn't even want to marry Coleslaw. Shaking my head. Yeah, and Coleslaw is a dummy too. I hate when she said, "Well, I was only 23." Yeah, but you in your 30s now. You got this right now, and it's like, ma'am, you wanted him to divorce Melanie, but Melody did you a favor. She divorced him, and you still don't got him where you want him to be. He still ain't claiming you. He still ain't married you. You'd have messed up your whole life for this ninja that's not going to ever marry you. He's just going to use you to get what he wants, and have you do his bidding for him. That's what That's what he's using you for. So you never. I don't. Coleslaw and Martel ain't gonna ever have peace because of how they got together. And I think that's the same thing with Yandy. That's why Yandy cannot have peace in her marriage because of how she got Mendeezy. Mendeezy was in a relationship with his second baby mama, Erica. Yandy, from what I saw, pursued him. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So that's why she's not having a good luck in this marriage. I believe deep down inside, Yandy know Mendeezy is cheating on her, but she want to keep up this family, two-parent household and family image. I think she knows deep down that all these people and all these women can't be lying. So I think she really knows. She just don't want to admit it. But she want to keep the picket fence and the two-parent household going. That's just my opinion, and everything is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. You said Martel was hiding that monster then, dirty. Yep, Martel had. It seemed like to me he was wearing a mask, and you only can wear a mask for so long. It just slipped off, came off, and then we seen who he really was. But during that time, before the mask came off, I had a little bit of empathy for him because I thought he was a good father to the kids, but not knowing down the line we would find out, and also it would have came to this, that they've been divorced for 6 years and they still are going through a custody case. So yeah, people, like I said, we ignore the red flags. Martel was broken to me allegedly and for entertainment purposes only when Melody met him. But he did a good job with hiding it. He was already broken. Martel is a narc. He was never going to change. He would beg Mel back, then go back to cheating. Roller coaster. Yeah, Audrey, you just get tired of riding the roller coaster. You want to get on off. Melody's like, the hell with this. I'm getting off this roller coaster. And she said, Sugar Mama helped her to be able to be strong enough to leave Martel because she had 3 daughters and she didn't want her daughter thinking this is how marriage is supposed to go. And I think that's why he resents Sugar Mama in a way, because Sugar Mama was, partially the reason for her leaving Martel and the cheating. God said, go ahead on and go. You've done all you can do. But like I said, Martel had it in his mind that Melody would never leave him. And then that's why I think he kept on getting Melody pregnant, thinking that she have all these kids, ain't nobody gonna want her. So she gonna have to stay here and put up with my whatever I do. knowing that Melanie was already making plans. She was already making a plan. You know, she was already making plans. One more thing, and I'm out of here. He did that one more thing, and Melanie been looking forward ever since. She ain't looked back. She's been looking forward ever since, and that's what bothered him. He feel like Melanie won. Not to play these games. Yep, she uses her age as an excuse. Let's see here. Max only want what they can't have. Now he wants his wife back. Go figure, he will never leave Slaw. It would only continue. Yes, he ain't gonna leave her because he knows that he can do anything and come back to her. Of course not. Sorry, why would someone marry someone you think is a peasant? Right. She let him do anything. Like he was messing with all these different women, Belinda, Sheree, and the stripper, and then the other woman, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Once he get done messing with those women, he could come on right on back to her. So what's the use to marry her for? There's no need to marry her. Martel really thought Mel would stay. Remember, he keeps saying that she should be like Tisha. Yep. Yeah, Martel wasn't expecting Melanie to leave him. I think if Martel really knew deep down inside that by him cheating, Melanie was going to leave him, I think maybe he would have made better decisions, in my opinion. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. We were supposed to get to the other stuff. Now, tomorrow, we're going to talk about Beyond the Gates because we didn't get to it tonight, and I am getting sleepy. So we didn't get to it tonight. So we're going to get to that tomorrow. And then we're going to have, the first thing we're going to talk about is what Miss Linda Gamble named our chat and thumbnail, divorce. What do we have? Divorce. So we're going to have a panel where we'll be talking about maybe 30 minutes of the live, because y'all know I stay on for maybe an hour to 2 hours or longer. So we're going to be having a discussion about dating, marriage, and divorce. And we're going to have a panel. So I do want some of you guys to get some, get your jitters out and come up on the panel and talk about it. And even if, and even about relationships, we never know what a woman is going through on a daily basis. Somebody could be dealing with a divorce. Somebody could be dealing with, wanted to date, but scared to date after a bad breakup, after a bad marriage, after a bad divorce. And we want to talk about some things because, we're older women on here. And when we were dating, it was a long time ago to us. But we want to have those conversations, that we maybe can help one another. Is it safe to date out here in the, 2000s? But of the, the high STD rate. If you had a divorce, what are your deal breakers in a divorce? If you're going through a divorce or a long-term relationship, you don't really, you don't have to share what happened, but maybe you can get some insight or some pointers, and maybe I can give some insight and some pointers. So things like this. And then how do you deal, what are some of the ups and downs that you deal with a marriage and being divorced? What are some of the things? Do you, after you get the divorce, do you start right back dating, or do you do some healing? Because if you really truly love the person that you were married to or in a long-term relation to, we need counseling for that to try to get through things. So we can be each other's, counselor and just, give different scenarios, your opinions and things like that. Because when you are in a long marriage or relationship and y'all break up, that, that's got to be, tough, because that's the only person you know for so many years. Like I said, dating has changed a lot. For me, I've been in the dating scene over 20 some years. So imagine me trying to get out there. There's all type of tricks and, tricks and everything people are doing nowadays, scheming, So I wouldn't want to be involved or caught up in any of that. So I don't know. I don't know. I would just really take time for myself, because like they say in a Tyler Perry movie, we be holding on for the thing that God is most trying to tear apart, to be able to open up the door for something else for you. And we keep on holding on to, dead weight. Yeah, so, think about some things, like I said, we're going to be doing dating, marriage, and divorce. We're going to be talking about that in relationships. Even if you're not married, you're going to, that's why I say relationships as well. Some people are common law married. They've been with their mate for so long. And I'm a true firm believer in we're never going to know every single thing about our mate. It's not going to happen. Yes, I agree the same way he's doing coleslaw, he would have continued doing it to Mel if she had stayed. Yes. But Melanie had to get up out of there. Martel was damaged before Mel came. And it's like, yep, I just said that. Good night, everyone. Enjoyed the chat. I'm sleepy too. All right, everyone. If you're not a subscriber, please thinking about subscribing. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Drop the T. If you didn't give me a like on your way in, please give me one on your way out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be on in the afternoon, and also I will be on at 9:15 or 9:45 tomorrow. Good night, everyone, and be safe until tomorrow. Bye-bye.